In the pages of our high school yearbooks, the seeds of destiny were planted, and now, as life unfolds, the whispers of the angels grow louder, urging us to pay attention to the signs that have always been within us. What if the words written in your yearbook weren't just memories, but clues to a future foretold by the divine? The angels speak to us in mysterious ways, and perhaps your yearbook holds the key to unraveling it all. The angels' messages are everywhere, even in the ink of your yearbook. As time passes, those words may start to feel like prophecies, ones that the universe has carefully woven into your life's path. Our high school yearbooks are more than collections of photographs. They're records of potential futures. With each page turned, we are reminded that the divine is always speaking to us, even through the words of old friends. When the yearbook signatures become prophecies in disguise, it's no longer about the past. It's about the present and the divine messages that are urging us to notice what's unfolding before our eyes. The angels guide us, sometimes even through the pages of our past, like a yearbook filled with cryptic clues. What was once a simple keepsake may now feel like a map leading us to our true purpose. Every message, every line in that yearbook was written for a reason. Now, as we reflect on our journey, we realize that even the smallest words might have been a whisper from the divine, trying to guide us. Is it just coincidence, or are the angels speaking through the years? The yearbook's carefully crafted messages seem to carry more weight now than ever, as if they were sent to us long before we realized their meaning. The messages hidden in our yearbooks aren't just words. They are the soft voices of angels reminding us of the paths we have yet to walk and the futures that await us with open arms. Our high school yearbook holds the echoes of possibilities, each inscription a potential prophecy that now, as the years pass, feels like a divine map leading us forward. What if the prophecies were there all along, in the pages of your yearbook? The angels knew where your life would go, and through those innocent signatures, they quietly shared their guidance. As time passes, we begin to see the connections that once seemed impossible. Those yearbook messages were never just written by classmates. They were whispers of the universe, each word carefully chosen by the divine. We often think of high school yearbooks as simple keepsakes, but what if they are sacred texts holding angelic messages meant to guide us on a spiritual journey we're only now beginning to understand? Sometimes the angels speak to us in subtle ways, through a glance, a word, or even the inscriptions in an old yearbook. Those messages were never random. They were meant to shape our futures. As the years go by, those light-hearted yearbook messages start to feel like more than just memories. They are becoming the prophecies we are destined to fulfill, guided by angelic forces we never saw coming. The words in your yearbook weren't just written in ink, they were written with a purpose. Perhaps those words, like the angels themselves, are simply waiting for you to awaken to their deeper meaning. The future is often hidden in plain sight. Your yearbook, filled with seemingly innocent messages, might be a sacred text from the angels themselves, containing the roadmap for your destiny. In those high school yearbook inscriptions, we find more than nostalgia. We find the echoes of angels calling us toward our purpose. The messages may have been cryptic then, but they speak louder now. What if every signature in your yearbook was an angelic prophecy in disguise? The whispers of the divine were always there, but only now do we hear them calling us forward. The yearbook is not just a collection of faces and memories, it's a sacred map. The angels placed prophecies there for us to discover, one message at a time. The words from our past, written in the pages of our yearbooks, are now unfolding into prophecies. The angels' messages were embedded within those pages, guiding us when we needed it most. Sometimes we think we know where we're headed, but the yearbook holds a secret. The angels' messages are written in the line between the laughter, reminding us that our paths are not as random as they seem. Years later, we look back and realize those yearbook messages weren't just about who we were, but about who we were meant to become. The angels spoke through them, guiding us gently on our journey. The angelic prophecies in your yearbook might seem like coincidences, but deep down, we know they're more than that. They are divine messages giving us insight into our future. What if those words written in jest were actually angelic prophecies?